Welcome back, everyone, to I'm No Genius. As always, I'm Eli. I am joined by Premier Army 35 and Grant Sherman. Guys, how we doing?
Doing great, Eli.
Doing pretty
So
good?
Yeah,
it's a great day. How are you doing?
yeah, champ. Yeah.
Oh,
How are you
why is it?
doing?
I'm doing all right. Why is it a great day?
Because I'm here. I'm here talking to
Yeah.
you. It's
Okay.
always a great day when I'm on here talking to you.
That's
Oh.
I appreciate that, dude. I'm really glad. Cam, how you doing?
Yeah, Grant took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I had that marked on my daily agenda. It said Thursday pod, 8 p.m.
There you go.
I just had to make a countdown on my phone because I was so excited.
By the way, Cam, speaking of your daily agenda,
Mhm.
are you still using that paper to-do list? It's like a piece of notebook paper and you just write everything.
No. I actually forgot about that too. You just said that, but I've upgraded. It's an actual like agenda book.
Okay.
Got classes, place to put what my to-do stuff. But that was the beta version. This is much more advanced.
A little superior.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Well, guys, I've called you here today because
Oh, hey,
well,
Grant, it's an awesome jug you got there. You look hydrated as hell, my friend.
I was just gonna say the same thing to you.
yeah, this episode is brought to you by Hydro Flask.
Mm-mm.
Jug.
What
Jug.
it Hydro Jug?
No, just jug.
Just jug?
No, it's hydro jug, but
Oh,
they
okay.
don't they don't give us any money. We're not giving them any shout out. Bill
Yeah,
'em.
okay, gotcha.
Two jugs.
Yeah, we'll send them the receipts to this. But guys, it's been quite a week of news in football, and I mean, you know, speaking for myself, I'm quite the football fan. I know you guys are. Um,
Where are we
what?
starting?
Huh?
I said, where are we starting? Because there's just so much.
There's a lot to unpack here, but let's get to uh, probably what I think is the biggest news. Nick Saban. He has in fact retired from coaching college football. Yes, the breakout star of The Blind Side, and those AFLAC commercials
Mm-hmm.
has apparently he had a football coaching career that I didn't even know about,
All
and
right.
I guess it was all right. He won like 6 national championships with Alabama, one with LSU. But who cares about that? I wasn't like
Yeah.
I googled that. Like who cares? But he's gone. He stopped coaching collegiate football. So what are we feeling about that?
It's kind of sad, honestly. I didn't think I'd say that. Being an Ohio State fan, played Alabama a lot growing up in pretty important games, but he's just him and I would say Coach K were like the two growing up. Like they were the two goats coaching
Yeah,
in their sport, and to see them both gone is it's pretty weird. Feel old.
yeah. Like Nick Saban, it feels like he's always just been around, and now he's not. I mean, he's not dead, but like he'll probably get like he'll do what all coaches, former collegiate coaches do, and he'll get a job broadcasting with like ESPN or Fox, and he'll be making a ton of money to do less work.
I was
But
gonna say it's about damn time he steps away. I mean, give someone else the limelight. You've been old my entire life. You've had your fun. You've won your championships. Get a life.
get a life, in the words of Camden Primer.
No, I'm just kidding. It's crazy. It's I thought he'd pull Coach K go on a retirement tour, but
Yeah,
no,
he was
he's like
just it was
I
random. I got the alert. I was like, whoa. I think it was
I
just in the
was in
middle of the day.
practice when it happened, and then I came out and I was like, oh, snap, he's gone.
Yeah,
So who fills that position? That
you
doesn't
know,
sound like a very desirable job, if we're being honest.
I don't know, dude. I mean, like, look, there's not too many people that want to coach at the University of Alabama. Oh my gosh, like no,
I
who
mean,
wants?
I don't mean like that. I just mean to follow up Saban would be pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, but I was watching Pat McAfee today, and other sports shows, talk shows on
Shout
ESPN.
out.
Yeah,
I'd love to have him on.
shout out
If you
Pat.
I mean,
If you're interested, we could
One of
probably.
our close personal friends, Pat McAfee, we're supporting him as he supports us.
mhm.
Yeah, he's on ESPN. We're on Apple Podcasts as of
Mhm.
right now, so we're on the come up a little bit. But yeah, I was watching Pat McAfee today, and they said that they were looking into Saban's past to see like assistant coaches that are like close associates of his that could fill his role. So I'm trying to think like
So yeah,
who could
so
it
many
be?
of those coaching trees on like ESPN that they put out today. It's like half the NFL, half of the big college football jobs were at one point working under Saban. Um,
That's
the
stupid.
two, yeah, the two that I keep seeing pop up are, uh, I think the big favorite was Florida State, Norvell, because I think at one point he was an assistant under Saban, and he's kind of turned around Florida State past couple of years. So I think Alabama can definitely pull him away. They got a little bit of money with the boosters down there.
Right.
Cup of
And then I
money.
think Lane Kiffin was also they're kind of throwing that out there, which would be pretty cool to see.
Lane Kiffin would just be funny because
Yeah.
he's he's just a Twitter troll who has a head coaching job at any Power Five school he wants. And then to follow up Saban, who's, like class act, straight and narrow, that'd be funny to watch. But I have no idea who it would be.
It's gonna be
I
weird to see them on the sidelines, whoever it is. It's just I don't know. It's gonna be weird to see a new head coach for Alabama.
Yeah, I mean Saban, he's been around forever, basically like over. Uh, let's see, when did he leave? I'm going to pull up his career, see when he left LSU.
2017, I think.
What? It's when he left LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it feels like it should be longer, but he left LSU to go coach at Alabama in 2007. So he spent 16 years coaching at Alabama,
I got the
which
2, the 0, and the 7.
yeah, exactly, which is like that's 3/4 of my life. He's been at Alabama, and 3/4 of my life he's been a thorn in the side of OSU. Uh, but you got to, I mean, you can't. I think Cam brought this up a while ago when we were like in middle school, and I said that I hated the Warriors, and Cam said, "Why do you hate the Warriors?" And I said, "Because they beat the Cavs." And he goes, "Well, you can't hate them because of that. Like the reason that I would hate Saban is because he's a winner, and you can't hate somebody because he wins."
Yeah.
So I mean, he seems like a pretty stand-up guy. I mean, he's got like, look, those AFLAC commercials. He's probably getting paid a ton of money just to do those.
Knocked him out
So
of the park, too.
dude, he's acting alongside a CGI goose, and it's like Oscar worthy. Like
You want to hear a
it's
funny Nick Saban story that's
yeah,
like kind of close to us?
yeah,
So back when Tristan McDaniel, shout out Tristan, played quarterback, he went to like Alabama's camp or something, and he was doing a 7-on-7, and Saban was behind him watching, and Tristan threw a pick, and then the DB like returned it, and Tristan like put his head down and walked away, and Saban's like ripped his ass for not going and chasing down the corner, and Tristan's like, "It's a 7-on-7. Sorry, Saban," and they got a picture with him, and that was it.
I think we name drop Tristan just about every single episode, or at least like the past few.
Yeah, I
We got
saw
to
him.
get him on here at
I
some
saw him the
point.
other day. He came to my game. He said he wants to get on, so we can get him on.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be fun to talk about because we could talk about just being it. What's it like being an enormous human, and
Yep.
then how excited he is to do steroids. That'll be fun to talk about too.
That would be so fun. I
Guys
mean,
being dudes.
yeah, like dude, we could talk about like the journey of his fitness journey and everything, but that's for a later time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nick Saban, the funniest story that I remember about Nick Saban is that my older brother Caleb, shout out, who we have not had on, and until he gets a working computer, we will not have him on.
What do you mean? We have Adam on all the time.
I don't trust Caleb's cellular plan. I don't. I
No,
don't.
we trust Adams.
Look, I prefer Adam to have a computer too. So like, it's anyways, like when I was about, so this was like in 2010, I think. Caleb just all of a sudden decided that he was an Alabama fan.
I
Uh,
remember that.
yeah, and I think it was because our youth pastor back then, this is about 2010. That's when our first youth pastor left. He was from Alabama, and Caleb really looked up to him. I didn't think he was all that. But no, I'm just kidding. He was a cool guy. uh,
Shout
Caleb
him
really,
out.
yeah, Caleb really looked up to him, and he was from Alabama. He rooted for the Crimson Tide and everything. And so Caleb just kind of hopped on the bandwagon. And, Alabama happened to be number one in the country at the time. So he's just like, oh, yeah, I really like Nick Saban and what they're doing. This is what he sounds like. I really like what they're doing, down there. Roll Tide, baby, and everything like that. And I'm just like, no, dude, you're just hopping on the bandwagon and everything. Like, look, OSU, we haven't had a championship in like 8 years. And, you know, hey, I was predicting the future a little bit. We were going to win a championship in 4 years. So, and then he was a fan. I think he's still a fan of the Crimson Tide. And we OSU played Alabama in the 2014 college football playoff, which is the first playoff in the history of collegiate football. And we were a 4 seed. They were a 1. Smacked them, smacked their bottom, and kicked them to the curb.
What was Zeke's run? 75 yards to the heart of the South or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I just remember the entire week, like, we were like walking around in our OSU gear around the house, like, Caleb, what's up, buddy? Like, or you feel like you're adopted now or something? Like,
My God, I'm sitting in class when the lights went off. Hold on.
yeah, the lights just went on cam. I don't know what happened there.
I thought he turned his camera off.
Yeah, Cam, I thought like I thought your camera just broke or something. But
that scared the shit out of me.
So Caleb's been upset the past couple of days.
Yeah, Caleb, he's slowly recovering and everything. He's like Nick Saban is like I mean, he's like a second Jesus to him. So yeah, he's taking it pretty hard. So
a second Jesus.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
at least he's got Jesus first.
Right. Yeah.
At least Saban's too. I'll give him that.
Saban's the runner-up always. Yeah.
Except those 6 times, 7. But
yeah, except those 7 times. That's right. But I mean, hey, look, you coach at Alabama for 16 seasons and you win 6 championships at Alabama. That's like 33%, around a third that you're there. A little bit above a third.
Sure.
I'm a math guy. I'm a math guy. Don't correct me. I
cannot do mental math. This is a little side note, but like last night the school put on a thing. It was like a New Year's party, whatever, and you paid a Starburst to like play blackjack or euchre or something. And I was playing blackjack.
Starburst?
You paid a Starburst?
Starburst was the money to buy into the game, and then they gave you chips. And then 30 chips got you a Starburst back. And whoever had the most Starburst by the night got a $25 Chipotle gift card. I wasn't aware of the gift card. Believe it or not, I was eating the Starburst as they were handing them out. So I could only play a couple games before I was out of money. Anyway, I was playing blackjack and they were dealing. And I was like, all right, 9, 3, that's 12. And then those 7, I'm like, 19, I'm going to hold. It just took so long for everything to process. I think he's a freshman who was running the table. Was like, you good? I was like, I'm going to hold.
You're just like visibly like sweating, and like you have a 20, and you're just like, oh, hit me.
And then once I was out of tokens, Dev and I got on the euchre table and just dominated.
Oh,
it was 8-0 at one point, and they got their first point, and I stood up. And I was like, let's give them a hand. They're on the board. Oh, poor guys.
My dad on New Year's Eve, we were talking about like card games and stuff like that. And he goes like, oh man, I remember when I used to play euchre like a lot back in college. And I was just like, Dad, you know how to play euchre? And he goes like, yeah, I was really good back in college. Like me and my buddies, we would run tables and everything. I was just like, what? Dad, like the dad lore is is expanding. Like the lore of Patrick Burgett, like it's ever expanding. I was just like, you're like a completely different person to me now. Like we could have done this together. Like, but
how do you love you? I mean, you were in the.
I was gonna say, I don't know how that never comes up in your guys' family. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. We were Miss Riley's class.
Miss Riley's class, dude.
Braden and Brandon or Jackson, whichever one. Yeah,
it was. I think it was Jackson because every time Jackson sees me, he's always nice and everything. But Brandon, he kind of like he just kind of passes me by. Like, so me and Jackson, we have that euchre connection and
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, like, you learn something new every single day. And I learned that my dad was not a poker stud, a euchre stud back in the glory days.
I
So,
tried to teach my dad how to play euchre, and it was one of the most painful experiences of my life. We'd be playing, and what'd you throw? It's the first card. That's what was thrown. What's trump? And then we'd tell him whatever, and he'd be like, so am I throwing this? Am I throwing that? And it's every single time he was like, what do I throw? Dude, we're trying to teach you the game. It was bad. It was bad.
that is,
Um, not too long ago, Kylie taught me how to play. Have you guys ever played canasta?
no, man.
No. It was super complicated. It took me like 5 games of just open cards to actually learn how to play. But once I learned how to play, it was a lot of fun. And I came back and tried to teach my family. We lasted like 2 minutes on it, and then we just went back to euchre. It was way too complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a painful thing when you have to explain to, like, your dad or your mom how to play a game, like a card game, like, because you don't want to talk down to them, like they're the people, they're the ones that raised you, and
But they're
everything.
beneath you. In this instance, they're intellectually smaller than you are at that point.
It's
They don't know what they're talking about. You know everything, and they're going to listen to every single word you say.
Yeah, and that's when you need to really plant yourself and establish yourself as, okay, I'm going to win every single hand.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, teach them the wrong rules so that you always come out on top. So, I mean, yeah, but where were we? Yes,
That's a good transition, actually, Eli. Some might call what you just said cheating, which could bring us to the national champions of college football playoff.
Oh, that's a sneaky transition there, Cam.
Thank you.
Yes, the University of Michigan I'm sorry, like it feels like, it feels bad coming out of my mouth. The University of Michigan Wolverines are the 2023 collegiate football champions of the NCAA, and their season was marked with turmoil and conflict and controversy. And I'm running out of words to use, but it was a crap show basically the entire year. But they came out on top and they went 13-0. JJ McCarthy smoking stogies after the game, first time he's ever held a cigarette in his or a cigar in his life, I assume. And Jim Harbaugh can join his brother and his father at the table of champions. So, but
Two things here.
they're a bunch of cheaters. I'm just saying, like look.
I mean, they beat. I'm on your side, but they also beat Washington, Alabama, Ohio State, and Penn State without the cheating. So it's kind of hard to say that they're not the best team.
I was just going to say. I was going to say, one, Eli, have you ever smoked a cigar? Two, I haven't. It looks disgusting to me.
It looks gross.
Two, they are a damn good football team. As bad as it hurts to say that, pretty freaking good.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's questioning, like whether or not they're a good team, because they are a good team. They're questioning whether or not, they did it because look, I think JJ McCarthy alluded to, like, a while, like it was like around the time of the Harbaugh suspension. He said something to the effect of, it feels like that more and more teams, this is like commonplace in more and more teams, and for us to get caught, it seems kind of wrong and everything. Well, one, that's like admitting to, your sign stealing and everything. And two, maybe every other team is doing it. You got caught though. But I guess you didn't get caught because there were no penalties, at least by the NCAA. There was, I mean, the school suspended Harbaugh. That was not the NCAA. And my theory the entire year was that the NCAA realized that Michigan was going to be one of their top 4 teams for the entire year, and to disqualify them at the midpoint before the game between them and Ohio State, that would have cost them a lot of money. And that I'm still working on that theory and everything, but
I see what you're saying there. But if the NCAA punishes them, then they get the support of all the other fan bases who hate Michigan, which is also most of college football. So I mean, there's like a little bit of give and take there.
There is a little bit of give and take. You know, it's a tough situation, but like, look, I think we can all agree that the true villains are the NCAA, and they failed to act and they failed to do anything like they normally do. But their inaction allowed Michigan to win their first national championship since 1997. So,
True villain is number 73 on Washington's offensive line.
Dude.
oh my
That dude
gosh,
is
Oh
terrible.
my
He should
gosh.
transfer. Like he shouldn't train. He just shouldn't play football again.
He should come on the
Like,
show.
I don't know what I was
What he
watching.
should do.
He should. Yeah, yeah. Love to have you on.
yeah, yeah, that was great. It was a great save right there. Yeah,
No, there was one play. The play start. It was the play before he held. Play started, and he just stood there. The guy got halfway around him, and he reaches out and holds him again, and it was like a 20-yard bomb.
Yeah.
And like Michael
it
Penix
went-
did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say there was like a sequence where it was false start on him, false start on him, and then he just like completely. I think this is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
He moved late, so he was so late because he didn't want to jump off, and the dude got to Penix in like a second.
And if Penix played the way he did against Texas, like making those throws, I feel like they would have definitely won the game. Just
Yeah.
because, like, Washington's defense surprisingly held Michigan. Like the score doesn't look like it, but they gave the offense plenty of chances to go down and make a play, and all of Penix's throws were just right there, but he just couldn't connect.
I think
Which
it's pretty
sucks,
hard to
but-
recreate what he did against Texas, though. That was a pretty perfect game. But I mean, he was nowhere near that. I think if he just would have had an average game, it would have been more competitive, but wasn't
Yeah.
great.
it wasn't a great showing from Washington. I mean, I think it's like they spent all of their effort and all of their, willingness to win against Texas just to get to the national championship, thinking like, okay, we're better than Michigan. We can take care of them. But Michigan came to play, and Washington, especially number 73, came to lose. So,
And I hate to say this, but like morally, I don't think the committee got the 4 teams right just because they'd already set the precedent and they shouldn't have left out the Power 5 ACC champions out with Florida State, yada, yada, yada. But this is one of the most entertaining like playoffs in recent time that I can remember. You know what I mean?
The 2 semifinal games were awesome,
Yeah.
especially the Texas-Washington game. I hate how I sound old for saying this, but how late it ran because the end of the game was awesome.
past my bedtime.
I know.
I mean, Adam, you're
It
not
was
wrong.
like 1 o'clock.
It was
1 o'clock
late
when
as
the fourth quarter
balls.
was starting.
Mr.
But-
McManus, I'm sorry. You had work at 4 a.m. in the morning. Like,
But you're right. It was. I mean, it was dumb late. But the thing is, they're going to do it. We complain about it every year, and they're going to put it at the exact same time. And I'm going to watch every single second of it. Which
Yeah,
is funny. I say that because during the day of that game, I kept going, man, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. This Washington Texas game. I can't wait for it. I fell asleep. Slept through the entire game.
I was going to say, it was halftime. I was laying on the couch. I was like, am I going to make it?
Jimmy took a video of me snoring on bed, and he was like, "Oh, I can't! I'm so excited to watch this game." Like, yeah, no, you got me. I was dead.
Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, I can't stop thinking about how next year it's going to be 12 teams. That's going to be
That's
so
gonna be
awesome.
it's going to be insane. The playoff is, and the seasons are also going to be insane because now with the 12-team format, you look at the rankings this year. The top 4, you had 3 undefeateds and then one loss team. And then you look at the top 12 though, you have a couple of let's just say there's 4 teams that go undefeated. There's 4 teams that have 1 loss. And then you got 4 teams that have 2 losses. So now the argument is not going to be should a 1-loss team get into the college football playoff. It's going to be should a 3-loss team get in the playoff over a 2-loss team. And it's going to put I know a lot of people have said it's going to put less of a value on a lot of the regular season games and everything. And yeah, it is. But that's not where the networks and everything, that's not where the NCAA makes their money. They make their money in the big playoff games. So they're going to put more emphasis on those at the end of the season. So if Ohio State is playing against, Indiana, rest your best players. And then come back the next week so that you don't risk an injury over a game that you're going to win by 50.
Yeah.
Especially when you can afford to just take one loss and still get in the playoff. So I don't know.
How long until college football becomes just a semi-pro organization?
We're definitely getting there.
It already is, dude. It's NIL. It's taken over the entire world. Well, the entire nation. Nobody else plays football except the United States.
I'm still working on that. I'm actually in talks with Old Round Town Barbershop.
Yeah.
It came up one time. He laughed at me. We had a good little chuckle about it, and he said, "I'll get back to you." It was last year. I get my haircut the 17th. I might have to bring that up again. He's a Packers fan too, so I might just sneak it in there. Yeah, Jordan Love's looking great. What about that check you promised me? And I can't wait to watch him beat the Cowboys.
You should bring it up before the haircut and then just walk out afterwards, like after it's done. Be like, "Oh, I thought it was free."
How about instead of the NIL, I just don't pay for haircuts.
Yeah, Cam, here's your
You'd be
pitch.
like, that's good. No. Oh my God.
The lights turned off on Cam.
Hold on, I gotta stand up. Oh,
Yeah.
it's back. Oh,
Oh my
flashback. Get down.
jeez, dude. Well, Cam, here.
To all the audio listeners, we're playing NW2.
Yeah, exactly. Cam, here's your pitch to the barbershop, okay? You walk in, he's a Packers fan. You go, "Oh my gosh, Jordan Love." Everybody doubted him, but he's the future.
Mhm.
Speaking of the future,
That's good.
why don't we talk about the future of your business
That's good.
in my hands? And then there you go. That's your intro right there. And then you explain, you give him figures. I mean, you're a business major. Give him the business talk and everything. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like,
And then he sits down and slices up back of my head.
yeah.
An idiot. You sure you want this, man?
And charges you $45 for the haircut. But yes, Michigan, they're our new national champions. They defeated Alabama in the semifinal, essentially ending Nick Saban's career.
Michigan killed Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so
Jalen Milroe killed Nick Saban.
what was that last play? That you call a QB draw to win the game, to tie the game, not even to win it.
I think he retired before that call because there's no way he would have.
The whole entire overtime drive, he hands his headset to his assistant coach. He goes like, "Your turn, buddy."
Yeah. My season's over. I didn't sign up for this extra BS.
My blood pressure way too high as of right. I gotta chill.
Yeah. Honestly, if I was quarterback in that situation, though, me personally, I'm calling quarterback draw. But
He'd be like,
that's
everyone
just the type
was
of quarterback I am.
Yeah.
Everyone was hating on the call, but that was the only thing that worked for them the entire game was just those design runs up the middle with Milroe, and he'd get like 8 yards off them. So like,
There's also
I
a bad
get
snap.
why
and he
you'd
slipped.
call it. Yeah, I don't. It was just really poorly executed, so everyone was just hating on it. But it was the only thing that worked for them the whole game.
I mean, but like they were on the 3-yard line or something like that, and you have to think. I know it was a spread and everything, but you have to think they're bringing the house on a 4th and goal on the 3-yard line. So
yeah,
but I don't like. I guess, and this is going to be a good transition into our next topic.
Oh my gosh!
It would have been a shame if they pulled a Pete Carroll and threw an interception on the 2-yard line. And
explain that one for me. Could you talk me through that transition we got going here?
Well, Nick Saban failed to get in the end zone. It would have been a shame if he threw an intercept. If quarterback for Alabama threw an interception on the 1-yard line instead of handing it off to their running back, much like the Seattle Seahawks did all the way back in 2016. And
no, 2014.
2014? No, I thought it was because they won in 2015. I thought.
Yeah, you're right. I made that up.
I love how you were so like firm in that, and it just took like one little doubt. I'm sorry. It's like
I had no idea.
Okay. Well, that transitions us into Pete Carroll and Mike Vrabel, two really solid coaches for the NFL.
And Belichick.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna get to Belichick,
Oh,
but
sorry. I'm
because
sorry.
he-
It's the Eli Burgett show. That's
It-
my bad.
no, it's not the Eli Burgett.
Too big for my britches.
Look, I'm no genius on this topic, but
No.
Oh, oh.
Grant just said no. Grant just said, stop that immediately. Okay, but like, yes, Pete Carroll, Mike Vrabel, and Bill Belichick. A lot of coaches in the NFL making moves and everything. 2 out of 3 of those kind of against their own will, but Belichick decided to leave amicably
I don't.
with
I don't think so.
Did Pete retire? Did he get fired?
They
Is he
fired
taking
him.
a lesser role? He
They
got fired.
they don't want him to be the head coach anymore, but they want him to still remain in the organization. But there's talks that he might go somewhere else because he still wants to coach.
yeah. Pete Carroll was asked. Well, it was amicably decided that Pete Carroll will not coach anymore, and he will stay on for the Seahawks as an advisor, which basically is a nothing title. Just like, okay, you did good for us. You can stay around if you want.
Is there a
But
paycheck though?
I assume there is a paycheck.
I'll take it if he doesn't want it.
That's true. I mean, like we would love to see that kind of money just for saying, hey, hey, QB draw on the 3-yard line, So or
You
hand
ever
it off.
heard of the Y130 pop pass?
Yeah,
Let's put that in right now.
Unstoppable.
unstoppable unless it's against Hamilton Township. You will throw 5 picks. So, but yeah, Pete Carroll relocated within the Seahawks organization. So it's sad. It's he's been a great coach for them. Like, I mean, only won Super Bowl and everything, but he's had a solid career his entire time in the NFL. And then there's Mike Vrabel, who just, the Titans, they fired him. Just,
I think out of those 3 coaches, Pete makes the most sense. Like, I mean, they're all just kind of confusing because they're all great coaches. Vrabel makes the least sense. I don't understand that one at all. I don't understand what the Titans are trying to do.
The reasoning behind firing him was to start completely fresh and try and rebuild. But I feel like they could have easily rebuilt with Vrabel there.
With a great coach. Yeah, I don't know.
He had Ryan Tannehill as his quarterback. What's he supposed
Yeah,
to do?
and he's had success the past few years. He just had no talent this year.
Yeah, it seems like with the Titans, it was more of a management sort of thing that the management was at fault. And because the management was at fault, they are punishing a really solid coach in the NFL. And it's sad to see him go, but I mean, hey, Alabama's got an opening. If you're interested, they're not going to hire him, but
He'll get a job in a heartbeat.
yeah, like there's no doubt of his ability to coach a team and everything, but he needs players. So I'll be watching closely to see. I mean, I remember back when OSU, like as soon as they lost to Michigan, everybody was saying Mike Vrabel to OSU.
Yeah.
And but no, it looks like Ryan Day's got one more year, so to make it right in Columbus. And if he doesn't, then he's done for
Are you
sure.
going to punish your father?
It's all in this year.
Look, I mean, I don't want to.
Big year for Day.
Yeah, I don't want to have to bring the hammer down on my dad, like like the Iron Fist or the Iron Claw. Sorry, that's a movie that just came out.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
I've heard it's good.
I want to go watch it.
I heard the same
just
thing. I heard the same thing. And like the story, it's like based on a true story and stuff like that. And it's about like a family of wrestlers, and like 4 out of the 5 sons died in like their 20s.
Didn't know that.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I guess people just kept saying it was so sad. Guess that's why.
I see why.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I need to go watch that. But yeah, Ryan Day, you got one more year. And if you don't, my prediction is that Ryan Day needs to beat Michigan and make it to the national championship in order to keep his job.
Yeah.
Hot seat for sure.
Definitely the hot seat, but he's been here. This is going on his 7th season. So, yeah, I mean, he's 7 years and he only has 9 losses.
7?
Am
Seems like
I
a lot.
am I right?
I think
It's
it's like
your dad.
5. You're probably right, but I'm not sure. I'll look it up real quick.
Grant, don't concede that
I was gonna
fast.
say we're about to go 0 for 2 on this. What'd you say earlier? Something about the Super
2014.
Bowl? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
was
see,
thinking when they won because they beat the Packers in the NFC Championship on a onside kick that the Packers couldn't recover. So I went to the basement and built a fort and hung up signs on printer paper that said "No Seahawks fans allowed." I was pissed,
hmm.
and I had a
Well,
sign that said "No Belgium fans" because they beat the USA in the World Cup that year.
Grant is correct. This will be This will be Ryan Day's 5th season, or maybe 6th. I don't know.
Oh, so is anyone right?
I don't know but Grant was closer. Like Price is Right rules. Grant
Close
was
without going over.
closer without
Gotcha.
going over. So
Gotcha.
Grant technically wins this argument. So
Okay.
I will concede. But yeah, Ryan Day is in the hot seat. But let's get back to the NFL. We talked a little bit about Pete Carroll. Talked a little bit about Mike Vrabel.
Arthur Smith.
Arthur Arthur Smith.
I thought we were going great coaches who got fired. No, I'm kidding. I hate Arthur
we
Smith.
forgot one. Oh,
We forgot.
I had Bijan Robinson on my one of my fantasy teams this year, and
Arthur Smith was a
he just
terrorist.
didn't play him. Like, you have the most young, talented running back in the NFL, and we're not going to play him.
Yeah,
But he's gone, so
don't play him.
big year for Bijan next year.
Yeah, exactly. Aside from Arthur Smith, I was gonna say Bill Belichick will no longer be the coach of the Patriots, and this one, it's a bit more of a shocker than Nick Saban with Alabama, because Bill Belichick has been the coach of the Patriots for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah,
It was wild 2 days.
Yeah,
Those two retiring.
yeah, and it's sad because there's no doubt that Bill Belichick is a really good coach, but the fact that he has been fired so like few years after Tom Brady left the franchise, it just lends credence to the argument that Bill Belichick never won a Super Bowl. Tom Brady won them for him. So I want to hear your guys' takes on that.
I think they're lockstep. I mean, you don't have Belichick without Brady, but you also don't have Brady without Belichick. Because if you look at Brady's first 3 Super Bowls, he's still like a young rookie who he was like Brock Purdy, really. I mean, he was consistent. I mean, he's still Brady, you know what I mean? But like Belichick put him in positions to win, and his defense was really good. And Brady's no dummy. He knew the Bucks were going to be dumb good when he went there. So like he saw the pieces kind of fitting together before they happened. So that's why he made his decision. If he was to go to some other dirtball franchise, he probably wouldn't have won the Super Bowl the way he did with the Bucks. But I feel like they're both incredible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like they're a tandem for sure.
They're definitely. Like they're one. Michael Jordan, Phil Jackson, Kobe Bryant, Phil Jackson. I feel like there's a pattern here, but like they're one of those like star
LeBron, LeBron, David Blatt.
LeBron, David. Oh yeah. Didn't he coach like the Cavs for like a season?
It was a year. It was 2015.
It was wasn't it like halfway through 2015 he got fired? Or
they might have started with Mike Brown, but I'm pretty sure it was full season.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, like it's just one of those like star player and great coach tandems, like duos, like you said. But here's a big question: if Drew Bledsoe doesn't get injured and Tom Brady doesn't take his place, do the Patriots win those 3 championships at the beginning of Tom's career?
Here's a question for you, Eli.
I don't.
If my aunt had a dick, would she be my uncle? That's a Jeremy Permer saying.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you're really your dad's kid.
Sorry, you can cut that.
Joke.
You can cut that if you want, but
no, we're keeping it. We're keeping it.
You can what ifs for forever. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know anything about their team, who they had on their team back then.
The only thing I know
know
about Drew Bledsoe is that I was at a country concert in South Carolina, and one of the most American-looking fellows I've ever seen in my life. had cut off jean shorts, boots just below the knees, and a Drew Bledsoe jersey on. Oh, I wanted to get his autograph.
Wait.
If I can find the picture.
He had cut off shorts like Daisy Dukes
I mean, they're jean shorts. Yeah, he was looking good.
and boots like up to the knee. You said
Yeah,
okay.
he's a good old cowboy. He was not gay.
I
Let's
didn't
calm
say
down with that, Eli.
I didn't say anything.
You were
Like,
thinking it. You
you don't.
wished he was.
You're not a mind reader through this Zoom chat.
Keep talking. I'm gonna find this picture. It's awesome.
Okay, you took a picture of the guy.
Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, but Bill Belichick, it's a sad ending to his career and everything. Like, what was this? Was this like his farewell tour and everything? Like, was he really hoping that this would be the last hurrah and everything? Maybe make a playoff berth and stuff like that. But you know,
Not with Bailey Zappi.
yeah, yeah, what wasn't gonna happen, man. So
Oh, I
Yeah.
switched it. He had jeans to his knees and short boots.
jeans to his knees and short boots. Okay, now I'm imagining a different picture now. Okay,
I just
gotcha.
sent it to you on Snapchat.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Now I see it. That's quite. No, why did you take a picture of this guy?
Why wouldn't you have?
Because I don't take pictures.
Side.
I don't take pictures of strangers.
That's Grant and I's specialty. We have a picture.
God, that
I'm
Drew
not gonna-
Bledsoe jersey is awesome.
Isn't it, dude?
America.
America. It's the most American thing ever seen in my life. And there's a lot. There's a lot of American things. Like I've got a cut off muscle shirt that says "Mullets Rock,"
Mm.
and I think that's pretty American right there. So
Would you ever get a mullet, Eli?
probably not, since I'm on camera every week, and
So
I look. Hey,
sounds like
Be up
someone doesn't
on.
want. Sounds like someone doesn't want any viewers.
so, look. There's some people that can pull off a mullet and everything, and unconventional haircuts. I'm a very white bread person. Like I can only pull
You're right.
off.
Both your
I-
parents are Caucasian.
Yeah, exactly. And both of my parents have
See right
conventional. Yeah,
White bread. Thank you. Thank
yeah.
you.
I saw what you did. That's
Thank
what I was
you.
That's what I was alluding to.
Thank you. Thank you. No
Okay.
one laughed, so I just would make sure it hit. Go on.
You didn't hear it. I inserted the laugh track. So like
Oh,
you're gonna look like a fool once this comes out. But yeah, like I rock, like a crew cut and everything. I get my hair cut very traditional way and everything, as my parents do. They have very conventional white people haircuts.
You're just a good old boy.
Just good old all American boy and everything, minus the cheerleader girlfriend and the quarterback position. So I never had those things.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
what if we get to 300 followers on Instagram? Anything for the pod, right?
not anything, dude.
Come on.
Not anything, dude.
500?
Look, I'll give you one right now. I'll follow the account back.
No, oh, yeah, thanks, Grant. Yeah,
That's
forget-
big time.
Big
Yeah.
time.
That is big time.
He actually did it. He actually did it. Oh my god,
Nice.
he actually did it.
Let's go.
I'm unfollowing.
No, okay.
It's gone.
No, like it would take me really long to grow a mullet. Like, doesn't it take
I
like a
don't think
really?
it'd take that long. I think a couple months maybe to get like a little something going.
I don't know, dude. If my hair looks bad for like a couple weeks, I try to get it cut, which is not very financially responsible, but it keeps my hair looking short year round. So
It is what haircuts do.
thank you, Cam, for backing me up on that. But I don't know. I might grow my hair out, maybe for spring break or maybe the progress picture at the end of the year, and we'll see what happens. Maybe do a mullet.
Mullet and the abs are going to be a dangerous combination
Oh my
for
gosh,
Eli Burgett.
Eli.
Dude, yeah. Speaking of which, I'm doing pretty good so far this week.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
mean, I've been doing cardio every single day. I've been watching my calories and stuff like
Nice.
that. So
Nice.
it's 80% diet and everything, and that's what I've come to find in these past 4 days.
Yeah.
80% diet, and this is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will,
Yep.
5% pleasure,
5% pleasure, 50%
50%
fame,
pain,
and
and a
100%
100.
reason to.
Reason to remember the name.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
That's what I come to find in
Yes.
this short term, which that adds up to 187%. And if you're a math person like me, you would know that. Don't fact check me though. But
I'm taking a similar approach, Eli, with watching what I eat. So for Christmas, I got a bunch of candy. And when the candy's around, I want to eat the candy. So to get rid of the candy, I've just been eating the candy. So when the candy's gone, then there's no candy to eat. You know what I mean?
yeah, but Cam, just
I can fix
play.
that problem for you.
What?
I can fix that problem for you. The Snapchat I sent the other day.
No, I'm going to bring this to the airwaves. Grant said, "Do you want some candy?" I was like, I mean, no, you know I'm not trying to be fat. What do you have? So he sent me a picture of the candy he had, and I was like, oh, okay, Skittles, Sour Patch Kids. And then it was like your grandma's candy dish. He had like little chocolates and 3 big ass Toblerones. You can keep all that. I said, I'll take the Skittles and the Sour Patch Kids. He said, all or nothing. I said, we're done talking.
I need it all gone. I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah,
We could split between the both of you. Each get 2 Toblerones.
dude, like no, man. I'm watching what I eat, dude. Like
Good, Eli. That's good.
I've been
Oh my
doing good.
God.
Is that the fourth time?
Third.
Third time. Okay. Yeah, Cam has blacked out on us 3 times now. So, but yeah, watching what I eat. I've been eating a lot of chicken noodle soup without crackers, which has been tough because I love crackers in my soup.
Broth head.
Yeah. I've been running every single day, like about
Let's
3 miles,
go.
about 3 miles a day, which
Let's
is
go,
which
Fergie.
which is a lot for me.
That's a lot
you
for
know,
anyone.
It's a lot in general. It's
Oh, really? Okay.
a lot for anyone.
Yeah,
No one
and
wants to do
and you
that.
know, I bought a Weight Watcher scale. It's down there, so I've been checking my
You've been watching
vitals,
your weight.
been watching my weight and everything, checking to see my weight. So yeah, I don't know if the scale's broken, but in 4 days I've lost 35 pounds. So
Are you dead serious?
I don't know if it needs to calibrate.
I don't know if that's, yeah.
You might want to hit the hospital, actually. Screw the gym.
Guys, I feel
I just falls over.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
I feel great.
Uh-oh.
I feel
Mhm.
great. I'm great.
Yeah, but my plan is once all the candy's gone, that's when the real progress starts to happen. And then I looked at the calendar. It's already 11 days into January. I got to pick up my stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
I mean, like Cam, I had a similar approach. Like I told myself on December 31st, I was like, 2024, new year, new me. I've said that we've had 3 episodes in 2024 so far.
Mhm.
I've said that on all 3 ones, and
Good.
it's never been unironically. It's always been ironic. I hope everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But I said, look, I'm going to try and better myself in 2024. January 1st, I'm hitting the diet hard. I'm going to start running. I'm going to start taking care of my body and everything. I'm going to start looking, like I'm 5 years younger, so 17, and I'm going to start looking better again. And then January 1st comes around, and we have the leftovers from New Year's Eve. We have
Mhm.
a lot of chips and salsa. We have buffalo chicken dip and everything. And I'm just like, okay, look, as long as this is in the house, it presents a threat to my diet regimen. So
we must get rid of it.
you got to get rid of it on day one. You have to gorge everything, and I did. I can confidently say that I got rid of like 3 pounds of buffalo chicken dip in a day. So
Good.
and
It's a lot of protein.
a lot of protein.
A lot
So
of protein.
Yep.
I actually think I met my daily protein like intake for
Mhm.
like 3 weeks just off of that buffalo chicken dip. So
Nice.
you know,
Gains.
I think it worked out. I think so.
Yeah, I got to lock in. I'm going to lock in. For you guys, I'm going to lock in.
Okay, that's good to know. Grant, how's your 2024 fitness journey going? You looking to get swole? Looking to
What did I say I was trying to do on the last episode?
I
I
think
was trying to run and drink more water or something.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
You got the hydro jug with you. Like, how's that coming? Okay, yeah. Time for a water break.
This is real time.
Yeah, this is it. Okay.
Chugging the water.
Nice.
It's going great.
Nice.
I've been
Great.
running the past week and drinking more water. And besides that, I'm not really doing anything different. But yeah,
Okay.
it's going good.
That's good.
How clear is your pee?
Yeah, that was gonna be my
I said, how clear is your pee?
the urine. How clear is it?
Crystal. Crystal.
Yeah,
More clear than the water.
which is really that's like
Nice.
it's invisible then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. I've been experiencing the same thing. My my waste is crystal clear. So liquid waste, crystal clear.
What about your
No,
your hips,
no,
your abdomen,
Yeah, that's what
no,
yeah.
not that. No.
your
But, like,
thorax?
thorax is crystal clear. Yeah, that reminds. I think I saw on TikTok like a clip of like a movie where like this like soldier, he was like an animatronic, like he was like a cyborg or something. He had like like a clear waist for some because they had to show somehow that he's a cyborg. They can't just let him have a human waist.
Yeah.
But yeah, fitness journey is going pretty good for me so far. I mean, by next week's episode, I'll probably be down 80 pounds. So
At this rate.
at this rate, dude, or either that or the Weight Watchers, yeah, or dead, or the Weight Watchers scale will calibrate and I'll realize that I've only lost, I've probably actually gained weight in this time. So,
It's muscle. You're gaining muscle.
yeah, but here's my reasoning. Okay, like I stepped on the scale at my parents' house, and it said that I was 240. I know. Last week I said that I wasn't going to say how much weight I was because it's embarrassing, and it is still embarrassing. But I'm trying to overcome that.
It's embarrassing, but go on.
And then like I bought the Weight Watch. This was like an $11 Weight Watcher scale at Target, and I bring it back to my apartment. I unwrap it, and I'm just like, okay, day one, we start here, and I step on the scale, and it says that I'm like 221. I was like, okay, don't know how that happened. But
Someone's lying.
That's
Nice.
progress. That's progress right there. We are off. We are
Good
off.
start.
We're off to
One Target purchase.
we are.
When you weigh yourself, do you like take off your shoes and like any like big jackets or anything? Or do you guys just not care about that?
I take off everything.
Okay.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything.
I'm gonna be honest. The only time I weigh myself is when I go to my grandma's house because she has a scale in her bathroom. And that's the only time I just peed. I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'm gonna jump on the scale.
I just saw Colin sent the picture to us the other day of when he weighed himself and he had like his big I don't know, Air Maxes on or whatever
Oh, yeah,
those
I
were.
mean, if I were to weigh myself, I'd take my shoes off. I'd leave my clothes on, take my shoes off.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure we're on
Unless I
the
was
same
like
page.
if I was getting in the shower, if I'm getting in the shower, I'd weigh myself up on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't weigh myself with like after a workout because I've got like sweaty shirt on, sweaty
Mhm.
clothes, a lot of water weight weighing me down. Like that's going to make a huge difference. And so I just removed the element and I just step on the scale and I'm still disappointed. So
It's the white hat.
it's the white hat.
No, like that's the only thing that's on when you
That's
step on the scale.
That's exactly. Yeah, I've got my scale perfectly in like placed right in front of my mirror, and it's like a slow like ritual process that I come home after a workout, I just take the shirt off, take everything off. I stand in front of the mirror, completely nude, and then I just slowly place the white hat on, and it lowers my body fat percentage by 40. So
Yeah.
I hope all the listeners were picturing that as he was explaining it.
yeah.
I know I was.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly right. Okay, we got 5 minutes. Last thing before we go. NFL playoffs. They're about to start and everything. We got the Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys.
Super Bowl champions.
The Super Bowl champion. So we've already got Cam's prediction out of the way. LA Rams taking on the Lions, Eagles against the Buccaneers, Cleveland Browns against the Texans. I know Adam, if you were here, he would be absolutely stoked about that. Dolphins at Chiefs, Pittsburgh Steelers have Bills, and then the Ravens and the 49ers, they have a bye. So, guys, I want predictions right now before the playoffs even start. Who's coming out on top?
On top,
On top.
Niners.
Niners.
Bang, bang,
Yeah,
Niner
yeah.
gang.
49ers. Do we want to just like we don't even have to talk about the games, just run through them real quick because this will air on Monday, and then we
Yep.
can see how many of the picks we
Oh,
got right.
Yeah.
time travel?
All right,
Okay.
Yeah, let's
let's
go
do
for
it.
it.
Hold on, I gotta pull up the actual, or
All
Eli
right.
can just rattle them off.
Yeah.
The team I think wins it all. I was gonna say Niners, but I'm gonna go Ravens just to say the opposite of Grant.
Yeah, I was between those two.
So I think the
Right.
Ravens win their first round matchup. And then
Well, the Ravens get a bye.
exactly. Browns Texans. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I think that's a pick 'em. I want to say the Browns because I want to see the Browns win.
And Joe Flacco, he's on
Flacco,
fire, dude.
Jeff Flacco.
Joe Flacco. And then let's hear Dolphins at Chiefs.
Wait, Grant, do your Browns Texans.
Wait,
Yeah.
did Eli say his,
No.
or did I miss that?
Uh,
Go ahead.
I'll probably take the Browns against. I'll take Browns against Browns Texans.
It's in Houston.
Yeah.
It's at Houston.
Yeah.
Give me Stroud and the Texans.
Mm,
There you go. Like, look,
stinky.
it's a win-win for me. Okay, look, Ohio State quarterback versus Ohio team. So I'm fine either way. I want to see CJ Stroud succeed, just not now. You succeed next season. Let Joe Flacco do his thing.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it's
But-
his time.
It's his time in his rookie season.
Yep.
So
Yep.
He's
okay.
waited long enough.
Yeah, exactly right. Let's hear Dolphins at Chiefs. Number 6 versus number 3.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Cold game. Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see. Despite my reservations and the fact that the Chiefs had a relatively bad season to their other seasons. I mean, they had the most losses with Mahomes as a starting quarterback. Yeah, I got to go Chiefs on this one. Dolphins. I like Mike McDaniel's, but they're no match.
It's cold.
Actually, I'm gonna
Cold.
switch. I'm gonna go.
Oh, all right. Be different, little duckling. Be different.
I want the Dolphins running game has been really good this year, so I think that they could lean on that during the cold, snowy game. So I'll go with the Dolphins.
Okay,
They'll
Yes.
probably age terribly and they'll get blown out in Kansas City, but
that's what makes these things fun, dude. That's why
Yeah,
we're doing
yeah,
this.
no.
So, all right, let's go. Steelers versus Bills. Number 7 versus number 2. This is a real, coin flip right here.
Bills by a
If the
million.
Bills don't win, they should just blow everything up.
Yeah. If the Bills don't win,
Wasn't Watt was ruled out already for
He's
the
not playing.
like he's
so whatever chances the Steelers did have,
Gone.
even less now. So
Unless Jersey Jerry is at the game, then they might win the game. They might
maybe,
win the Super Bowl.
dude, that would be stellar. So let's go Packers versus Cowboys. 7 versus 2.
In Jerry World, Cowboys are dominant at home, but they got to play the Week 18 MVP. Give me the Packers.
Yeah,
Slimiest player in Week 18, as they say.
that's exactly. I was thinking the exact same thing.
The
Jordan
future.
Love. Jordan Love.
Love.
He's the future. He's been on fire lately. Give me the Cowboys.
think since like week 10, Jordan Love has like 19 touchdowns, 1 pick, something like that.
Yeah.
He's been awesome.
Yeah.
But that Cowboys defense is also pretty good. So I'm gonna have to
cool.
go with the Cowboys in this
Micah
one.
Parsons did gay stuff under Jerry Sandusky.
Yeah. yeah, he did. It's just like
So
yeah. You got to keep that in mind when you make these decisions. So I'm going Cowboys. Dak Prescott has been great for my fantasy team all year, and I think he's gonna be great in the first rounder. So let's hear number 6 Rams at number 3 Lions.
this is like the end of Old Yeller because if Matt Stafford goes and beats the Lions in the playoffs, oh, it'd be so sad.
That would be really sad. Oh, Grant's getting distracted again.
All
My
right.
goodness. That's okay.
We'll pick. We'll do our picks.
Yeah. Cam.
Mm, it just depends on what Lions team shows up, but the Rams have looked really good lately. I'm gonna go Lions. I'm gonna stick with the NFC North.
Yeah.
All right, we have a. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
Proceed.
okay. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Grant.
I was just gonna say we have a guest picker for this game,
Oh
Yes.
my
making his
gosh.
his first appearance on I Know Genius.
Hey, little bro.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Caden,
What's up?
Los Angeles Rams at number 3, Detroit Lions. Who you got?
Lions.
Easy.
Enough
We
said.
need to hear. Thank you. Thank you,
Enough
Caden.
pick.
Easy decision. And yeah, we're gonna credit him in this episode. We're gonna say featuring special guest. You know.
Yeah.
Featuring Caden
I'd
Sherman.
like to change my pick to the Rams. Jesus.
Alright, so
It went dark again.
who did,
Yeah.
who did you guys pick? You guys both pick the Lions?
Yeah, I picked the Lions. So
Yeah, I'll pick the Lions.
yeah, they've had a really good season. Nice, return to form. Or I guess this is like one of their best seasons in like the past decade. So it's not really a return to form season for them since they never had a form to begin with. But yeah, so we're all going Lions on that one. And then we got Philadelphia Eagles versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 5 versus number 4.
Isn't it in Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
It is
Raymond
in.
James Stadium, baby. Baker, the touchdown maker. I want the Bucks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks here.
Week 18, they had 0 touchdowns. You don't do that 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
By law of average, you're playing a safe bet there.
Yep.
But I'm gonna go Eagles and everything. It's
Coward.
it is Jason Kelsey's last year, likely going to be his last year. He's like, what is he, like late 30s or something? He's like 36 or something. So
Sure, I think he's like 35, but I'll look it up.
okay, thanks for that. But yeah, I have a lot of faith in Kelsey and the Philly Specials to get it done against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, he's
Baker
36.
Mayfield don't give a damn.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, those are our picks for the first round results of the NFL playoffs. If you would like to, drop your picks in the comments, and we'll see how we stat. We're giving away.
Wait, that was all the games?
That was all the games.
Oh shoot.
What?
No, I don't know. I just for some reason I thought that there were like I guess that there's the bye. The
Yeah.
teams should get the buys. Okay.
Yeah, they get
All right. Yeah.
the Niners and the
Yeah.
Ravens. Niners and the Ravens both get a bye. So I did see one. I think it wasn't on Pat McAfee. I think it was on like First Take or something. That coach of the Ravens. Why am
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh's brother, John Harbaugh. It would be really, really neat to see both the Harbaugh boys.
Oh,
What-
would it? I
when
bet
it-
it'd be really, really freaking neat, guys.
It would be really something to see them both win in the
Cool.
same year. So,
Shut up.
look, it's not my comment. I couldn't care less. So
I'm not talking to you.
Shout
Yeah,
out
okay.
Pat McAfee.
shout out.
Oh,
Pat.
one more thing before we go.
Yes.
During the national championship, actually before the national championship, there was rumors that there was going to be a NCAA, what, it'd be 24 or 25? 20,
25.
one of the two. There would be the trailer for the
2014.
EA Sports game. And it just never happened. And I was so upset. Like I was watching the national championship to watch the game, but in the back of my head, that was always kind of there whenever we went to commercials.
Did
and it just
EA
never
make the
came.
announcement, or was that just a Twitter rumor?
I think it just kind of started on Twitter, and then everyone was like, "Oh, this would be a perfect time for them to do it, national championship, all that." But it just didn't happen.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, it's extremely sad because we have gone almost Baker's dozens worth of years without an NCAA football game. So
Yeah.
I said almost, Cam. I said
I
almost.
don't
Okay.
play. a
I was just
lot
trying
of
to do
video
mental
games, but I would pay an absurd amount of money for that game. Like
Yeah.
they could make it $200, and I think I might consider buying it.
Well, you can game share then, because I'm not paying $200 then. Like, like that's it's a little bit much for my taste. But yeah, like
I was thinking about my take.
it would have been really cool to see, a new NCAA football game come, like a trailer release on the day of the NCAA championship, but it didn't happen, and I'm sad.
One day,
Well, that's a good note to
hopefully.
end on.
Yeah, guys, listeners, we always like to close these things out with, something to take away from every episode, a theme of sorts, little life lesson for you. And this life lesson today is that no matter what you do in life, no matter how well you do it, no matter how much you strive in your craft, you will never be as good as Nick Saban. And I think once you come to terms with that, you'll actually be a happier person.
Yeah, you actually live a better life.
Yeah. So on that note, Camden Primer, last words.
Football, fun.
Right on. Right on.
Mic drop.
Grant Sherman, last words.
Hope everyone enjoys their super wild card weekend of NFL football. We don't have many more of these weekends left, so enjoy it.
Enjoy it. It's coming to an end pretty soon. And this episode is coming to an end right now.
Right.
From everyone here at I'm No Genius, I'm Eli. He's Cam. He's Grant. Thank you for listening to us talk football. We'll see you next time.